Hello. All right. Okay. That is a bit loud for me. I don't know about you guys though. All right, there we go. Good evening. Why is chat disabled for this stream? Hang on. Give me a second here. I definitely did not set that. Is set to made for kid? What the heck? No, it's not made for kids. What the hell? Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened there. Alright, so if you watched my tutorial on layouts using this map, I did mention that I would be adjusting it, and if you checked my YouTube channel yesterday, you probably saw the community post about I just wasn't feeling great, so I didn't stream. So the goal today is to stream this, then stream Ocarina of Time. Yay. Alright, so what we're going to do is basically take these 5 props, all base game props, and add a forest to this area. To all these areas. These hills already have their own unique texture. Yep. Okay, good to do. So what we're going to do is undo that. We're actually going to change them to the snow texture with forestry. I forget its name. I should probably sit up straight. Ugh. Okay. Snowgrass rock, that's right. That's what it's called. Start with this one. Set this is Snowgrass rock. The lesser one. There we go. What's this? This can be... It might make sense to make this a snowgrass rock as well. It might. Let's see. Okay, I think I see what I should do. This I'm actually gonna make it the light one because it's on the outside. And I'm gonna make this one a bit darker. Well, more grassy. So that, and then this will be this one in the middle. And we get kind of a transition. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good, I think. And that ought to do it. But, well, texture-wise, I'm probably... Oop. For the actual forests that block passability and infantry only, I am likely going to create a new texture. Let's go over here. And set to good ground. Because that'll be the infantry only. save quick. And we'll need a second texture. Let's see, where is it? And that would be the middle one. We can set it to this one as well. Actually, let's find something a bit different. Go to the temperate types. Ooh. Let's just stick with one of these. Stick with this one. Alright. And this will also be good. And we'll save there. Come back to these later. Now, bring up this image. This is the new layout. So, let's go ahead and take this. Oh goodness. Take this landing zone. Move it over to this corner because this is going to be the new area for it. And we'll go ahead and put this one where it was. Let's bring that up again. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this isn't going to be a landing zone at all, so we're going to move this over here. So we'll need to do something about the concrete textures, but that's okay. I'll get rid of that. Okay. Can I add an image here? Oh, it's those guys. Let's add a new image. Frostworks layout. We'll call it that. And we'll just browse and find it. Let's see. Shoot, I don't know where I put it. Is it a download? It can't be a downloaded image. Where the heck? Where is this? Hang on a second. We'll find this in the folder. I don't actually remember how. Frostworks layout new. That's what it's called. Okay, let's just search the PC. Can't be that hard to find. In the meantime, we'll keep working. Move this to over here. Ah, there we go. Okay, so now you can see it all the time. Okay, so we're gonna move a landing zone over here. We're gonna keep this one right where it is. We're happy with it. I'm gonna keep this one here. Yeah. That'll do fine. We might extend the forest out to here. Like have it go like this. That might be a good idea. We'll make this path a little skinny, but that's not a bad thing. Not necessarily. Okay. So, and this one we're happy with as it is. The secondary structures might need some work. It's a possibility. Alright, so in the meantime, let's begin, I suppose. Nothing else to do. So, we'll start by texturing over this. Just do patterns, I suppose, or random lines until it's covered. No big deal. set this to 12. Alrighty. You know, I'll throw in some of this texture as well for good measure. Why is it scattered around here and there? Save. Alright, now we'll, we did want the landing zone here, so let's go ahead and put concrete in this spot. Do a little weird pattern here. Or, not even a pattern, it's just kind of a design. We'll fill it out. If you look closely, these have different bump textures, and one is slightly more green and one is slightly more blue. This should probably be moved though. Is it alright? That's not right. What texture? What was it? It was this thing, I think. Yeah. Okay, that. Okay, there we go. There we have another landing zone. Perfect. And the rest of these are all pretty much in the exact same places they were as before. It's just figuring out where to put this first one. Okay. So, that placed in the center. There. Okay. Now, should get started on those layouts. Where did I put that? Oh, here it is. First we'll do this forest right here. Why is capture cursor off? I swear to God. Oh, I think I know why. No, that's not it. Wait, why does it say? Whatever, I'm not going to question it. No, that's definitely wrong. Oh, I see. I see the problem. Okay, capture cursor. There we go. The cursor's back. That's annoying. But it works now. Alright, so what I was saying is we're going to work on this forest right here. Okay. So we want it to be infantry only, so what we'll start with is the trees. Right. Okay, so we'll start with this tree and we'll start kind of applying it around because these are the healthiest trees. And we'll fill in the space. Gotta watch out for those double posts. Those double applications. Boy, that is really annoying. And we'll go ahead and have it like actually extend around for a bit. Boy, it is really trigger happy with that. I wish there was a way to disable that. There are ways to like check to see if it's happening, but there's not really a way to stop it. Okay, so actually what I'll do instead is place one of those. I'll click this and find this one. This is, no, it was this one. And we'll spray tool this one. So now when it double posts, it'll move the black one, which will be super large and obvious. Although I don't really need it now. Go figure. This build pad, it might be okay there. I might remove it though. I don't know. Let's move on to the scraggly tree. Scatter them about. You want to like make it thick, but you have to always, because it'll look better if it's thick, but you have to be careful not to overdo it, because otherwise nothing's visible and that's not good. Balancing what looks good with what's good for gameplay is always very difficult. Alright. Put one in the middle there. Okay. Now let's grab our friend, the dead tree, and we won't be applying very many of him. But he's kind of valuable because he's very see-through and he looks different from the rest of the trees. So he adds a nice amount of variety. Kind of a nice thing to have. Just for the sake of variety. He also doesn't cast a shadow. Interesting. Whatever. There we go. That's nice. Now let's get this strip that extends over here. Is that 2? That's just 1, okay. Alright. One more here. Now let's do the stumps. And we'll just play it fast and loose with the spray tool. The stumps you'll use similar to the dead trees, but the nice thing about them is you can put them right in the middle of the path too, because they're very small. Although that's even doubly so, even more true with the sideways tree, because you can always kind of assume that things roll over it or something somehow. I guess that would actually be kind of hard in real life, because a fallen tree absolutely blocks the road, but you know, fantasy. We ignore it. We choose to pretend not to see it. There we go. Now, let's get back and take the dead stump. And this, you don't even need to like put in the forest. You just kind of scatter these wherever you want. But we're going to focus on the forest for now. Here. I'm going to try to put in any clearings I find. There we go. That ought to do it for now. Let's delete that. And that's a good forest. We'll basically do that for the rest of the map. Save there. There are taller trees, but I think they're specific to Thrawn's Revenge, and I want this to be free release, so I will not be using them this time. But they are good for, like, the hills. Let's go ahead and scatter them on the hills, speaking of. That looks a little silly, but we'll ignore it. Put a bunch of trees for this one. And we want them to kind of circle around the outside as well. We'll do this one too. Make this little section our first goal. Go. Okay. There we go. You want to try to avoid making it over patterned, but you do want to kind of keep the distribution somewhat even, if that makes sense. You don't want one place to just look completely dead, though I guess that might be realistic to some extent. You want to avoid something that will stand out too much. Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna leave that one there, empty there. The stumps I will put on the hill, but the fallen over stumps I probably won't because they look kind of weird with the angled verticality of them. In theory I could put them, but I don't really see a point. And you can always argue, oh well, they'd roll off, so not a huge deal. I find them more useful for scattering out in the fields anyway. We need one down here for sure. For sure. Oh, for sure. Alright. Let's go back to water, object, find our dead tree friend. And start scattering it. Let's save quick. In case we need to revert something. Start scattering our dead tree friends. Or, well, they're not dead, they're just less healthy. You can do a lot with two different props that are similar. To some extent, it's like an art form in itself of doing more with less. Maybe. That's my feeling anyway. That's what I like to do anyway. Anyhow. Okay. So there we go. You know, I used to do mostly like desert and polluted planets, but now I've been leaning into like forestry and winter planets. I can't help but notice that that transition also reflects my living condition in real life. So I used to live in Houston, which isn't really a desert, but it does have like all the refineries and stuff. It's actually very wet in Houston. Very, very humid. It's also got a lot of technology there. But now I'm working on planets that are a bit closer to Washington State, which is where I live. Alright. Let's put that one there. You might need something. I think that ought to do. I'm gonna drink quick. Okay. To the objects. And let's start putting down some of our dead tree friends. So mostly just to fill in space. And to look different. Where do I have that volume set to? Oh, it's a bit loud. Let's take it down to -28. Hopefully that's good for you all. Not too loud. If you have any comments on the audio, just let me know. It's always a bit of a hassle to balance that. Always kind of guessing what it sounds like. Okay. Alright. So, we definitely want to be less plentiful with the dead trees as the living ones, that's for sure. But we do want their presence to be seen. I also don't want them all at the same level. One on the outside, one here. Here's good. There. I think that's good. Did I put ones over here? I did not. In fact, I didn't even put the other ones yet. The scragglier trees? I don't know what you call them. Okay. Go to water, grab a scraggly tree friend. Here. Be a bit generous with these. That's okay. There should be probably close to as many as there are healthy full trees. Since they are trees, you can also have them like overlap very close with each other. That's a little fun. Double. There we go. All right. Put one in this spot here. And that looks good. I think so. Next, I probably won't do the full map. I'll do a lot of it off stream, if you know nobody has any problems with that. But what I want to do is kind of scatter around a few scraggly and even one or two full into the middle. Like, they'll clip with the units flat going through them, but as long as there's not too many, that's okay. Is this the clear path? This is indeed the clear path. That's fine. Okay. You want to keep them sparing, but you don't want to be completely absent either. Trees will sometimes just grow in the middle of nowhere if they feel like it. But what we really want to scatter in the middle of nowhere are these stumps. Dead stumps. They might make more sense close to a living tree, though. Probably. That seems logical. And what we can do is we can pick up... What texture was that? This one. And put it underneath. That's a good way of knowing where we want to extend this texture to. We get something like that. Let's put some stumps out as well. We don't want to put them too close to this because the implication is that this is like all covered in concrete. It's just snowed over. Sort of. Actually, I forgot to apply these to the hill. So let's go ahead and do that now. I want them to be mostly in the gaps. Mostly just because they're small, so I want them to be visible. It's not a huge deal, just a nice touch. Okay. That works nicely. There we go. That's lined up. I try not to like let things line up with each other in case it ends up looking patterned. Okay, let's now I don't want to put these up here, but maybe just one in a prominent area like that will look good. A clearing would look good. Alright. It's hard to judge where to use these sometimes. Alright. Okay, and with that done, we're gonna go start applying this to this area. First, we need to give it a very distinct color so we can tell them apart. It might make sense to do this by passability, so I can see approximately where. And the reason I'm doing good ground is because that is basically ground that will have a bonus of taking less damage for infantry. In other words, infantry under foliage cover. That's the idea. How viable this is will vary from mod to mod, but it's something I like. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Okay. Go. Now we'll take a small amount. Oh, autosave. Interrupting us again. Rude. Okay. Hey, Acbrix. That done. go ahead and adjust their size and shape. Okay. Then we take their colors off. What we're actually going to do here is a little weird. We're going to... actually, this could probably be applied to the outer borders. It's not a bad idea. We can be a little sloppy about it. It's okay. It's all just dirt, after all. Okay. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually make this a bit of a darker green. Well, a green. A very faint green, and this one will make a very faint blue. This is just something I'm doing with this map to give the textures a little bit of variance. You can't really tell, but I like to think it subconsciously adds something. At least I that's my copium belief. Oh no, don't. Did I just somehow move all of them? Weird. There we go. And basically, I'm going to do that for the rest of the map. Oh. Right. Let's go ahead and do this part right now. And we'll turn off the objects now and just fill it in. It'd be kind of nice if there was a paint bucket option for passability. It would help in circumstances like this, but ah well. I kind of understand why there isn't, but whatever. Okay. Let's turn that off. Go back to here. And there we go. Now, there is a problem here that I see, which is this hill looks too similar to this, kind of. Even if it is infantry only. I don't quite know what the solution there is, except maybe toning down the trees here. And we'll specifically move the really flush trees. Nice to have. Oh yeah, paint bucket tool, yeah. We'll tone down the really lush trees here, so that because after all, infantry are meant to walk through here. So we'll also like move them up onto the hill, where they'll be very thick. So this will end up looking a little different. It's something I've done a little bit better on other maps, like Vijun. I did it really well. Okay. Alrighty. And that's that, probably. Let's get rid of this one. Let's put it up here. There we go. Alright, let's save there. I could keep going, but I think I've kind of made my intentions clear and explained how to do this, so that's probably good. I'll probably do the rest off stream. Nobody has any objections. Oh, you know what? We need dead trees out here. Dead trees are really good. Oh, apparently music ended. Well, that's probably a sign to stop. Put down one more dead tree right next to our friend the bunker here. And another right here. Oops, and then we'll texture them. And that'll be good. We'll stop right there. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will be back with Ocarina of Time in probably an hour. So, you all take care. And please look forward to it. Good night. Save there quick.